Hey guys, just wanted to take a moment and share with you how to keep track, or at least how I keep track of, roughly anywhere from 25 to 30 trades ongoing at a time. And it seems a little bit overwhelming at first, but for me, I had to get real methodical about it, and it's actually really easy once you get the system down. And let me just share that with you real quick here. I've been writing here on the BTC USD chart. It's basically a win-win situation. So let me show you that real quick. You win because if you're on the right side of the trade, you're winning because you're making money. But you also win on the right side of the trade as it's going down because you're making more crypto. So we're either making money going up or making crypto going down, and it's fantastic. In this one trade right here, you could turn one BTC at bought at $800 down here into $20,000 in one trade, right? And then if you were lucky and you were really smart and you understood trading, you could sell near the top around 20K and move down 85% and maybe buy 5.88, or if it even drops lower, you may be able, maybe even to buy back in for 6 Bitcoin roughly. So, a nice move like that, turning 1 Bitcoin into 6 Bitcoin over here would be really great. And if it runs up to $100,000, you have $600,000. You would be the biggest winner in trading ever if you could turn $800 into $600,000 in buy it 1, sell it 2, buy it 3, sell it 4, and 4 moves, okay? So that's how you can do big swing trading and make a lot of money. Now, those are perfect case scenarios, and you won't always get them like that. But I do want to help you understand how I keep track of. We have one trade here, a sideline trade, and then 24 main trades right here. And they get swapped out in and out. Just kind of depends on how I feel about them. I'm looking at you, human IQ, wherever you are, right there. Yeah, we're going to probably dump that soon. Put in a different one and see how it goes. That's a non-performer, and I don't want to track non-performers right now. But anyway, this is the main trade. Main trades are traded versus Bitcoin. Sideline trades are Bitcoin versus the dollar. It's a switch back and forth. So let me just jump into it for you real quick. As you look at the charts here, you got XRP, Litecoin, ETH, what have you, all the way down, all the different coins. XRP currently traded against Bitcoin. If you look over here, XRP BTC is in a sell. Let's jump into that real quick and see how we're doing here. Yep, we actually sold back here, bought back in, sold again, and it's been coming down ever since, and we're doing really well on this trade. So right now, XRP BTC is out. We're out of it, and we're holding Bitcoin. So running back over to our Bitcoin chart here, you can see that. Let's flip this over and pull this down so you can see everything. There you go. There, that's easier. All right. So now, because we're the XRP BTC trade we are out of, that means we're holding Bitcoin. Now, this is our sideline trade, so our Bitcoin is right here, okay? And Bitcoin is running up. So we're gaining momentum really, really well right now. We're doing really well. We're making more Bitcoin. XRP is going down. That makes all the sense in the world right here on this chart. But at some point, you're going to get a scenario where Bitcoin starts to go down. So you're going to have to switch your sideline trade to dollars. However much Bitcoin you have, you're going to have to dump it into dollars. For example, back here, we bought Bitcoin right here. We came down at the bottom, bought Bitcoin, and we ran it up. Now, when the signal was, all right, we're dumping it, or we get stopped, remember to set your stops. We got stopped out of Bitcoin and into cash, and we rode that down, and then we got stopped in again, and then we were riding it up. So here's the beauty of a downtrend, because it is a win-win. you're in a sideline trade because your altcoin is non-performing and it's not performing as well as Bitcoin. That's why you're in a sideline trade. But if Bitcoin isn't performing to the dollar and you get into the dollar, you're winning really good. You're winning here and you're winning here. Okay? So that's why it's so critical to not sit on the sidelines and do nothing. You got to cheer for your team and you got to get on the right side, okay? And that's very important. Now, at some point, let's say, for example, Litecoin, it goes from, let's jump into Litecoin real quick. Litecoin jumped from red to green. So we had our Bitcoin, right? We got out here, and then right here we decided to get back in. So we took our Bitcoin. The date was, I want to make sure we get this right, 1st of February. We had to get back into Litecoin. All right. So let's jump over to this one again. What? Wait. What was that? LTC, BTC, Litecoin, Bitcoin. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was on the wrong one. Litecoin, Bitcoin was actually 15th of December. So that's when we actually got into that. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong chart. So let's go to the BTC USD chart. 15 December. There it is. Okay, so we were still in cash on Bitcoin on that day. So we had to transfer, we had to do a little bit of money calculation and transfer the amount of money that we wanted to get that totaled the amount of Bitcoin that we wanted to get our Litecoin in. So that was actually pretty easy. And to do that, it's very simple. I have a lot of these post-it notes all over the place. I do keep track of it digitally, and I also keep track of it manually with these little baby post-it notes. I've got blue for the buy areas when we're in it. We're actually in the trade. I've got notes, for example, when the yellow notes are just notes for me, similar to these, that anything that's yellow is just for me. And then I've got the red post-it notes, meaning I'm out of the trade here and I'm in a sideline trade. So these are the ones I'm really watching. Also, too, on my notes, I put things down like I'll label it similar to this. So it'll say, just for round numbers, 10 theta sold for 0.005 BTC. Okay, so later I'll take that 0.005 BTC. Let's pretend this is the theta chart, and I buy that amount of Bitcoin's worth of theta right here, and boom, I've got more theta, right? That's wonderful for the same amount of Bitcoin. And then I ride that up, and however much, Bitcoin I have at the BTC theta chart, whenever I get there, I'll sell it off, but I'll keep track of how much Bitcoin's worth of theta I have here. So you're constantly going back and forth. You're going to have to swap your notes a little bit. You can do it digitally on a notepad or whatever, and it's super easy to manage. But remember, there's only two trades. There's your main trade, which is your XRP versus Bitcoin, or Litecoin versus Bitcoin, or whatever, ETH versus Bitcoin. But then you also have to manage a sideline trade. There's no point in doing a main trade and winning here if you're just going to dump it into this and then lose over here. Like, I'd like to win again, even on the sideline trades. So it's just a little bit of money management. That's all it is. So switching back and forth, it's super easy once you get the swing of it. Like I've said before in other videos, on your main trades, which is the alts that you're trading back and forth versus Bitcoin, don't start out with 24 of them. Start out with like 2 or 3 or 4, maybe even 5 at the most. You don't want to get overwhelmed. And as you start to get it and you go, oh, that's easy, then you can start adding more. I could probably add a lot more. At this point, it's pretty easy, but there is a certain amount of time involved with managing that many coins. Obviously, you don't want to get too spread out, too thin, and it's pretty easy to track this amount after a while. So I'm comfortable and it's working, so we'll just leave it at that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped out, and if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to help out. But Yeah, money management, super easy, back and forth. Write things down. It's impossible to hold it all in your head. At least for me, I'm not a super genius at all by any stretch of the imagination, not even close. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. See you tonight for the Bitcoin market update. See ya.